in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day one's here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day one's here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. Now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Jones, off play action. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. Buying time to his left. Got him in, it's Tyquan Thornton. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Two in, the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. A run here on 1st down with Reynolds. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Pats, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua going to hold on to it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Dolphins at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
On 2nd down, it's Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That will be good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. They'll go again with Reynolds. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, set. Right, 97.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
On the set.
So they run the option here on 1st and 10. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
They'll hand off to Reynolds. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Liam Eichenberg, second-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party.
Okay, ready?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Practice, 3-3.
Give to Reynolds. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. That one complete to Hill. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Tua on 4th down. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 2nd and 7, Jones Got his man. It's Thornton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Jones now on first down. Quick completion to Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. More than one defender here, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football right to his side. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Right, 60. And cycle. Snap, press.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Reynolds. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate, and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to him on first down. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On second down now, it's Reynolds. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Tua going to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Tua to try again on second down. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Meanwhile, Jones throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Back to throw. Jones. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Off-play action. Jones. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. If it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line is taking charge and control of this game. Does a job of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Throw fighting Thornton over the middle. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, but teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Here's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Tua going to run again. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Up the middle they go. Reynolds. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 55 rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And it really came together with a good week of practice.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and sending them back on the sack. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes to
a hit, and the ball is out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, here's the option. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Ultra.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And going deep for Hill. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
He's going to take another shot here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game, throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been a result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Miami, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss drops them back to 4-3. So
I just scraped it off the top, got it out the road, out the turf, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a 2, I paid it out the phone. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the turf, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a 2, I paid it out of full.
New toys, convoys, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana